Everyone, it's Fumu. We're going to be doing the summons that came out today with the new Lucia banner, and then we'll also tackle probably our guild battles, and probably wrap it up there, to be honest. I decided not to do a stream today, just kind of didn't feel like it was the appropriate time to do so, but I believe we're going to be back doing the streams come Friday. That's when we'll pick that up, assuming that everything kind of real-world stuff kind of calms down. Part of being a streamer is kind of being an entertainer, so it was kind of hard and difficult to do that on Monday. And it's, I'm kind of still having a little bit of feelings in regards to that today, so that's why I decided not to stream. But I did still want to at least post kind of what the summons were, kind of like a live reaction of it, and then also just tackle our guild battles for the day. So I won't do the arena missions just so we can try to keep this short. But let's go and get into it. So I'm going to start with the alt account. This one kind of mainly focuses on Shadow Lynx, Orlandeau, and Mediana as the PvP team. But it's we are developing Frederica, who we did pull on this one, so that's kind of cool. It is a free-to-play account. I don't spend any money on this one, so the number of summons that we're going to be able to do are somewhat limited. But we do get the free one. And honestly, the other one that I may do is probably going to end up being just the first step of the summon. Excuse me, the step-up summon. Just because it's good value on maybe the first step alone. Questionable on the second one, but beyond that, it's not really worth it. So that's kind of the general consensus that I'm getting from most folks. But enough blabbing. Let's go ahead and just get into it. Start with this free one. I'm really not looking for anything in particular, so we'll take what we get. So Gold Book, that's really good. It's going to be a Vision card. So Gold Book means it's going to be a UR right off the bat. So really excited about that. Not excited to see a Sea of Blues. So with any luck, this will be like hopefully a new summon. I don't want to jinx it, but we'll see. Oh, we got an upgrade. Okay, I'll take it. Birth of a New Life. I'm actually using that card now, so that's great. Balo, that's helpful for this count. We were developing that character. Okay. A lot of little Leela. Surges. Vadim. Okay. So not a whole lot of helpful stuff on the units per se. The Vision card, the Birth of a New Life, was helpful because again, I am using that. But let's see what this UR is. Rama! Holy cow, perfect. Okay, now I can't go out there and say I haven't pulled Rama. No, this is great. This is actually really, really cool because Rama is a fantastic magic summon. And obviously we have a Mediana. So Shiva is really good for Mediana in the sense of like it gives a fair amount of evasion, which is nice. Rama is more if I want that pure power for magic, especially if you use his Vision card. His Vision card is fantastic for that, so that's really neat. And I may actually end up using that Vision card pretty quickly. So really excited about that. That's awesome. Okay, so I can't do any of the UR guarantees because those are for paid Vizier only, and I don't have any of that on this my alt account at least. We do have just the regular boosted summon for Lilith or Engelbert. Don't have either of those characters that we're developing on this account. There's a standard Lucia banner, but again, since this is a free-to-play account, she's gonna be in the pool, the general pool, excuse me. So I'm not worried about getting her quickly. So I think we'll just go ahead and do, let's see, it'd be 1,000. 2,500 would be a lot out of my Viz pool, which I'd want to keep for, in case I need that for shards out of the shop or stuff like that. So we'll probably just do the first step up on this. Because 1,000 for 10 is pretty good. It's 50% off, so. There's a limited time thing where you can consume up to 50k of Viz, which if you do that, congrats, buddy. It wasn't MR guaranteed. Well, MR higher guaranteed, so fortunately a lot of blues. That's kind of a typical Goomy thing that we're noticing in this game, but that's okay. Iron Giant. That's pretty helpful if you're looking for slash resistance. That's a pretty decent card. That one's trash. That one's trash. That one's trash. And that one's trash. I had to think about that one. Shizzle. These yours here is nice. That one's trash. Hey, Balo. We'll take it. That's helpful. Severo. If I was on my main account, this would be sweet. Well, I guess I should have known I was going to update. Oh, okay. Oh. I don't use O on this account because my lightning pick is currently Frederica since I just recently finished Orlando. But that's kind of cool. If anything, we got the Azure Sphere, so that's always helpful. So, not a whole lot of great stuff, but that's okay. This is a free-to-play account. We're still working on trying to get the team built. This item exchange shop is insanely helpful for free-to-play players. If you haven't checked it out, certainly do so. It's how I've got, honestly, a lot of progress on a new character, so highly, highly, highly suggest checking that out. Just so you can kind of check it out, too. They're giving us basically 2 weeks to do this, and honestly, as a free-to-play player, this is obviously going to be very, very hard to achieve. So give what you can. You know, this is obviously pretty helpful. Those armor pots will come in handy if I ever get a TMR that actually has a skill on it. And just in general, the limit burst is nice. But if you can catch some of these, you know, you get the free shards and free rainbow spheres, and those spheres are always handy, especially in the new exchange shop, because 5 of those spheres you can trade and make a rainbow fragment, which is insanely helpful for free-to-play accounts. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, why is it telling me I can update things? Because of the limit pots that we just got. So I'm actually going to pump those into Mediana real fast. Cool, up to level 5. So, and yes, I know I have a ton of JPs saved up on here, and I do need to level some skills. I don't want to dip myself too low on Gil, so I need to save up for turtle farming on the weekends and try to figure out who I want to focus on, basically, because leveling abilities just takes a lot. And I think she is actually going to be our next focus for Rainbow Frags. Problem is, as you just saw, it takes 5, so that's a little difficult. So I think everyone else is max awakened. Yeah, so Mediana is my next one. So I need 5. That's going to be a little difficult to do. But we'll get there. Balo. Nice. Let's go ahead and do that. It's pretty neato. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get to the guild battles. I don't think I've got anything else that I'm wanting to do yet. They do have that new fancy button that just takes you straight to the guild battle, so it's awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Honestly, this update has been stellar with what they've brought to the table, so it's super cool to see. Really appreciate Gimme doing that, and I'm looking forward to all the forward updates, or future updates that they're doing. So, alright, so it looks like one of my guildmates has already attacked. So he got the full 6. I want to make sure when I'm doing this battle that I aim for someone that I know I'm going to be able to confidently take out with not a whole lot of resources. So we've got a lot of options, to be honest. I think we could easily take this one out. The weird thing that's with this guild is there's actually a lot of high magic, or higher than usual magic, that has me, you know, just a little concerned. You know, like this is a pretty high level Y'shtola, but it may not be able to do much if my Shadowlynx can get in there and just shuriken her right away. So, but I want to be careful because, you know, like, Y'shtola could mess up my Orlandeau if she does get any sort of spells off. But in general, I think this one may be the most comfortable to take out easily. As long as this gal isn't going to be trying to go for Steel Heart, which I don't think she'd have at this level. Let's go ahead and hop into this, and I'm pretty sure this will work out. Oh, it already started? Okay. So, usual buffs that we see at the normal round start. There. A lot of those are helping fight a crit rate or attack. Helpful. So we got a Ziza, Thancred, and a Elda. Okay. Shuriken coming in? No, Anton. Okay. Anton gonna go ahead and take out the Ziza. Pretty easy. Anton hits pretty hard, so... Thancred trying to go for the Aurora. And that also tells us it's a Gunbreaker. Which is kind of a more support build that can also dish out a fair amount of damage. Looks like we are going to use our Cosmo Plume for this fight, so that's going to go ahead and do a fair amount of damage, if not take out Thancred. Ooh, just barely surviving. Another survivor of, or decider of fate, excuse me. Crush Armor going to go ahead and finish off the Thancred, so easy peasy. Elda is not going to give us any trouble, I imagine. Surviving the Shuriken. May get a turn. Won't get a turn unless he can evade that. Perfect. Okay. So we didn't take any damage. However, we did use some big resources on that fight. I think both uses of Decider of Fate is down. Both uses of Crest of the Black Lion are down. And we also lost our round start nuke, Cosmo Plume. So those are some things that you want to kind of consider when you bring these characters into your guild battles, especially Mediana. Mediana isn't usually seen on PvP teams because she does kind of have that initial wave that she does. And then past that, she's really relying on that charge time. But on the counter side of that, her spells still hit really hard. And I think she's the one who has the best health as far as like most of the mages go in the game. So she can still be pretty good and perhaps survive a hit coming in from most folks. So, let's find our next match. So, really from here we've got the cream of the crop, because, you know, our attack stat is higher than most of these guys. Like I said, we still want to kind of take into consideration the magic stat, because that could be pretty relevant. So I'm not going to be going for this guy, because he's out attacking me, and I imagine this Orlandeau is pretty high level. Yep, 89. So those Crush Armors are going to come in pretty hefty. And I'd have to rely on maybe Shadowlynx's evasion or anything like that. I don't have a Sage's Hat yet. So, but if we aim for, like, maybe, let's see what the Stern team has. 82, 65, 55. So he's kind of out-leveling me a little bit. Well, no, actually, maybe on an average I'm kind of winning because the Orlandeau is 75. So we could do okay in this one. We are out-attacking and out-magicking. So I think this is one we could confidently go into. Let's go ahead and try it. Okay. So, we don't have our Decider of Fates, we don't have our Crest of Best, Crest of Black Lion, that was it. So we'll have to see. Oh, we do. Okay, I was wrong about the uses, my bad. But that's probably his last one.
But I will do my best.
The Mediana is going to be a little questionable. I think the other Mediana is going to be able to get the Cosmo Plume off. We're using up all our Yutsumis. That's not good. That only lasts one turn. Here comes the Cosmo Plume. I think Shadowlynx is going to be able to avoid this just fine. We have our high evasion right now. So depending on the accuracy... Hey, double miss! We'll take it. We'll take it. Right, hazard form. We'll make him a little squishier, but he does have a golden blade. That's kind of scary. Blizzard. Okay. What are we doing? Not taking Stern out just yet. Here comes the Angelic Grace, which, honestly, this is kind of wasted. So I'm comfortable with this. It's only helping Stern, who is squishy. And I didn't even heal him all the way. So, shrieking on the Ayaka, not taking her out. Oh, that was an incredibly well-placed Hazard Break. Oof. Alright. This Orlando is going to struggle. Luckily, this Blizzard is going to miss. But now we have to rely on Crush Armors. Nope, we're not going to get the chance, unless he can evade this. No, that's unfortunate. Wow, that was such a well-placed Hazard Break from the AI with Stern, taking out literally 2/3 of my team, but hitting all 3 of my dudes. That was an impressive moment. Unfortunately, not on my side, but oh well. So we softened up one of the teams, and that means we got a total of 4 stars. So that's not bad overall. Okay, so that is going to be it for this this account. We will go ahead and hop over to my main account, and we'll just go through the summons and the guild battles on that one. So, give me just a moment. Alright, so we're on the main account here. This one focuses mainly on Thancred, Mont, and either Y'shtola or Liard, depending on how I'm feeling. But we'll go ahead and go into the summons. This is one that, I may be doing a guaranteed UR pull, maybe for the vision card more so than the unit, but we'll kind of see what we get. Yeah, we'll go from there. So, and I may not be able to do that one today, now that I think about it. How much? Oh, a lot lower on the paid viz than I thought, so definitely not today. But we'll try to get it in before the end of the banner. But we'll start with the free one. I'll probably still end up doing the first step up, and then we'll see where we're at from there. Okay, Brown Book, not great. I can really just hope for some Severos. I can hope for some Murmurs. Those are 2 characters that I'm actively working on currently. But we do have some MR Vision cards, so with any luck, those upgrade, I guess. Alright, don't use that card. I don't suggest it because it minuses agility, but that could come in handy in some situations, depending on when you want your characters to... when you want your characters to move in the turn order, but the cumulative negative agility may end up kind of put you on the back foot, so I don't suggest it. Little Leela. I don't use that card. I don't even know offhand what it does. I don't use that card. Surges. I don't use him. Another one. Sosha, she's good. I'm not actively working on her, but she can be good. So did an upgrade. Hey, but it is the Lamia Queen. Okay. So, I heard a lot of good things about Lamia? I'm not exactly sure how to say it, but heard a lot of good things about this this summon because it may be the best strike attack boosting Esper. So that's really interesting. So glad I got it, because obviously new summons are fantastic, but depending on how it compares to Bomb will determine on if I focus my fire materials on Bomb or Lamia Queen, so I guess we'll see, because I don't have it for it, unfortunately, so. Surges. And a Malbro. Malbro. Okay. So that's super dope. That is super, super dope. What does this do? Blind up and missile attack resist up. I guess if you're having trouble with Frederica, you could consider that. Still not going to recommend it, but you could consider it. So let's go ahead and do our just daily summon. Just the one paid viz. It's probably not going to be good. Yeah, it's just Brown Book. Let's go ahead and skip. And it's a vision card too. That's even worse. Come on now. Alright, not worth. You always hear someone's like, oh, I got a rainbow off of the single rare summon today. It's like, cool. Give me some of that luck, my guy. Alright, let's go and do this one here. A Brown Book. Okay. I suppose it is MR guaranteed, so on the bright side, you know, we are getting an Azure Sphere off of that. Unfortunately, again, we got to see a blues. Give me, this is awful, man. Come on. Give me a break. Okay, we have one upgrade. One. And it's Grace, who we're not using, but Azure Sphere. I'll take it. Little Leela card. I'm pretty sure I just recently maxed out this card, so I don't need those. I think I need this. So that's helpful. I don't think it's going to get me the final awakening, but it's helpful. Bomb, don't need. Get it out of here. Balo, not building on this account. Uni, not building on this account. Oh, I forget if I don't think I've maxed out that card. I forget if I've maxed out that card on this account compared to the old account. But Curry, we're not even using him. His Team R is not even any good. Like, ay. Oh, okay. So I did max out on Leonis Castle, but that confirms for me that I did need those Horncastle shards. So that actually means I could awaken that card. Super cool. I'll go ahead and do the second step because it's 1,500, which is still discounted a little bit. But I don't think I'm going to be doing the other ones at the moment. We'll see. But, you know, we're sitting on a fair stack of Viz, so we should be okay. And then, like I said, maybe later this week I'll be able to snag up on the guaranteed Silver Book, MR guaranteed. So it's a unit. That's helpful. Let's go ahead and skip this. Alright, so we're not going to get a rainbow upgrade on this crystal up here. Because it'll upgrade to a yellow, and it's highly, highly unlikely it's going to upgrade to a rainbow. But start things off. I don't use that card, but I think there's some merits to it. I forget what they were. Uni. Albro. Trash. Valiade we're not using. Not using that. Uni again. Uni again. Severo! Okay, so we got one. That's helpful. That is very helpful. Because he's actually LB4 right now. So the shards help for that LB5. And I think I'm with that somewhere in the 90s. Out of like the 150 or 60 that it needs. Little Leela, we don't need that. Okay. And you are Lilith. Me. It just really wants Uni to be finished, I guess. I don't know. I should see if I can actually LB her at all. I don't even know what she gives. I think it's like her hat or something. I actually do want to check out the vision card real fast for Lamia Queen, because I forget what it does. Lamia Queen, where you at? We just got you. You're right here. Ice Eater up and Fire Attack up.
best thing in the world. In fact, I really don't like this because it gives merit to an all one element team, which one isn't viable, and two, I didn't care for in Alchemist Code. And I certainly hope that they're not trying to adopt that eventually here in this game. So, not a fan, probably won't touch that. But what we are going to touch is Leona's Castle. This one's a really nice card. Don't write it off because it can give more defense and spirit than most armors, and it'll stack with those armors. So, super good. Gotta, pour a little resource into it. Of course, we're gonna go and max it out since I can, since I've got that sitting around available. So yeah, it gets up to 15, which again is a lot better than some of the armors out there. So consider it. It's pretty darn good. I don't even know what I was working on after that, to be honest. But we'll save that for another time. We're going to go to the guild battles. We'll go ahead and get those out of the way. And then we'll wrap things up. So, if you're still watching, thank you so much. Appreciate you tuning in for this. I am kind of on a somewhat newish journey in regards to content, trying to figure out what exactly I want to do, especially with War of the Visions. All right, same strategy as before. We want to make sure that we can take out someone that we are comfortable taking out with, who we think we could do with the least amount of damage taken. So, honestly, I still kind of want to avoid that Y'shtola team, even though I think I'd be able to counter it pretty well. I'm a little more comfortable here because it's very likely that they don't have a magic user on their team. And both Thancred and Mont are weak to magic. So we'll do these guys first. That entire time, the sound was off. Sorry. But it's okay. I've got it on now. So we've got it at least for the battles. My bad.
I'll protect everyone! How do you like this one?
Oh. Alright, so...
I'll protect everyone!
Got an Eileen.
Wow, everyone's using such fine weapons.
It cannot be very powerful, because that magic stat was awful. But this Mont is cruising for a
let's finish this
divide or something. Yep, there's a rough divide, taking out Mont in one hit. The scary thing right now, though.
How do you like this one?
Oh, Taunting Blade. Okay, I thought that was a stone throw that just one shot of the Y'shtola. Would have been hilarious.
This might be bad.
Foul, taking out the Eileen. Perfect. Eileen was actually kind of scary to see on there because Eileen is the one thing that can actually counter Thancred somewhat easily. High slash resistance and the pierce attack. Usually I get pretty well bopped by those guys. So, but not a whole lot of resource into that. So that was actually a pretty solid run. The only downside is that we did use a lot of AP for that Taunting Blade, so we're a little low on AP. Same with Y'shtola, she burned through a little bit casting those few spells. Usually what I recommend for the second fight is do try to challenge your account to see what you think you can go up against. I know my guild does not want to go up against these guys, mainly because of this game. So I will go ahead and take the plunge and try to tackle this. With any luck, we take it out. Mont is pretty good at countering Orlando, but we'll have to see. I don't know off the top of my head if I have Vow of Love on Mont, but I think I do. And there actually was the recent change to the aggro system, so I don't even know if that's going to apply here or not. But we'll find out. Alright, so Ramza, Ayaka, and Orlando. I'm glad to see that the magic stat in
I'm
this
not sure I can be
I'll
of much
protect
use,
everyone.
but I will do my best.
This one.
something that could really threaten my Mont or my Thancred. So that's kind of nice, but if there is a Bell of Love or anything that's interfering here, Ayak is going to make it.
Let's press on.
The Ramza could get a Shimmering Blade off on my Shtor, so that could be pretty annoying because Shtor is very likely to survive that. But we'll have to see what happens. Fresh Armor on the Thancred, not taking it out. Still a hefty chunk out. The minus defense sucks. Yep, there's the Shimmering Blade, like I expected. Shtor not surviving that. Just a little stone throw. We are going to get a horizontal jump. Vision card of choice that I have is becoming stronger than anyone else. Which is an interesting card. It has high attack, but it lowers
Let's
the
finish
casting
this.
time. So it's really nice for these Dragoons to get instant jumps, as we're seeing here. And jumps just hit really hard, especially with Thancred, so it's kind of helpful in that sense. I think we've got this one in the bag, because both the Orlando and the Ramza are now out. So all we have to do is mop up an easily done. I noticed a new tooltip that actually highlights when the beast is expired. So that's interesting. Oh no, we moved. Oh, tried to raise the bombs that too late. Slow. Stone throw for
Guess we did well.
Folks, 6 stars. And we took out the strongest team. That's great. So that helps out the rest of the guild. So that means they're going to have some pretty comfy and very easy fights to wrap up everything. So, solid. And that puts us up to 16/6, I think. If I saw that correctly. Oh, they had another attacker. So, but okay. So that's everything in regards to our guild battles for today and the summons. So thank you so much for watching.